Hell nah, I ain't sleep today, but I'ma be okay. Miss my family on the east, but fuck it, I can't live.
What is up, YouTube? Zuki M1 here, and I am back with a brand new League of Legends video. Today I'm coming at you guys with me playing as Elise in the jungle. Today I was playing again with my friend Masbee. Again, as I told you guys in the last video, he is a good friend of mine. He also streams on Twitch. He does stream League of Legends related content, but he also streams like other non-league related videos as well. So if you guys want to check him out, I'll put the link to his channel below. Well, anywhoosies, back to the match at hand. So this match I was up against Jungle Urgot. This Jungle Urgot was actually pretty good, actually. I was surprised at how well it actually works, because my understanding of what the Urgot was supposed to be just solely a top laner. So to see him do successfully in the jungle was a little bit like confusing for me per se. But in case you guys are wondering, yeah, I do actually do jungle, right? Like, I don't just play mid lane and I don't just play bot lane. I do like the jungle. Actually, last season I used to be a mid lane main and then a jungler main, right? So that was my secondary role. When season 7 came around, I traded my jungle role for the ADC role. So that's pretty much the only thing that's different. Now I told my teammates to just go straight to lane, so I can just because I can solo the buff myself. So the bot lane was helping leash the blue buff for their Urgot, so he might be able to. He went straight to Grump right afterwards. I think I go straight to my red buff once I kill the blue buff. I'm not really a oh no, okay, so I go back to go fight against Grump. So normally my map is I go from red to blue, and then to take on the little camps to get level 3, and then go try to gank the lane. Now, if I don't do that, it's because I plan on either AFK farming or I just, I don't know. It just depends on the situation. Each jungling situation is different. So this one I was going for each one of the camps. I had the little spider minions, so I was thinking like, man, I should take advantage of them. So I decided to take advantage of them and try to clear the wolf camp. So one thing that you got to remember when you're jungling with Elise is you got to really try to take advantage of her spider form, because your spiderlings can take jungle aggro. So instead of you taking the jungle aggro, your little minions does. So right here, I'm just going through all the camps, and I'm gonna just go and clear them all. Now, normally I don't like clearing all the camps because it messes up my respawn timer. So like, say for instance, if I want to get the blue buff and then get the red buff right afterwards, I would have to wait like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I prefer to just be able to have, what's it called? Now right here, my Xerath led the team over there towards me. I didn't know that. Well, I knew that he was getting chased, but I didn't think that he would bring them towards me. So I guess that was partly my fault as well for not, I guess, paying more closer attention to the map right there. But yeah, I got killed right there. So Urgot picked up the first kill, and he's still in my red buff now. So now I don't even get a chance to get my red buff. So that put me behind by a lot, right? It was a kill and it was a what's it called, behind. So he just finished my red buff, and I had assumed that he would have did that. Now he was looking for me right there to try to see if I was coming, but I was like, okay, well, he stole my red buff. I know that he did, because ain't no way that he gonna just kill me in my jungle and not take my red buff. So I decided to get Krubs. Now I didn't think he was gonna rotate down bot, because I didn't think he had enough health, but I was in the middle of fighting Krubs, so I couldn't rotate down bot just right away, because Krubs really hurt. So I was trying to finish him as quickly as possible, but I just don't have a bunch of attack speed on my Elise. So right here, the Urgot is still rotating down bot, and I wasn't sure So I'm trying to cut them off right here by coming towards in this direction. They do eventually pick up the kill on my friend. So right here, right, I pick up the kill on, well no, I try to pick up the kill on the Urgot because he goes and dies. So I do this, right? He comes in, and when he comes in for me. Oh wait, no, this isn't that part. Sorry. Lol, I lied. It's in this scene right here. So he's going to try to get really antsy right here, and he took a lot of turd aggro and ended up dying because of that. So he tried to go for the Veras, but because he tried to do that, he put himself in a really bad predicament. So now I'm trying to stop their base animation between the bot lane, because we could actually kill them. I have enough in my kit to be able to do something. So right here, I go in on the Soraka, I jump, and she flashes. So she gets away from me. Now I knew I wasn't gonna die to the misfortune because she doesn't have enough damage. Now it would have been different if she did, but I knew that she didn't, so I just decided to leave because, I mean, the bars didn't have enough to be able to commit to that fight, I guess. So I got a kill out of that, so I'm not too mad about the whole situation. So I'm 1-1 right now, and I should have at least anywhere between like 20 CS right now from the jungle camps. So I'm rushing Landria's Torment actually, so I'm not rushing the jungle item first. Even though it is highly recommended for you to finish your jungle items first, I just decided to finish my Landria's Torment. So the Xerath just killed the LeBlanc solo mid lane, which was really good. Now the Urgot comes and ganks my Xerath right here, right? And he missed the stun. So I stun him on the turret right here. And he does take more turret aggro, and then I kill him again. Now, he keep putting himself into really bad positioning where he can get turret aggro, and because of that, I'm able to cocoon him and catch him under the turret and then just punish him for being out of position. See, the one thing about Urgot that they talked about in his new rework is that he has to be like, you have to have your positioning on point, otherwise you will get killed a lot. So right here, I think I was going for the Yasuo right here. So I'm 2-1 right now, and I'm trying to head up there to try to get the Yasuo. So right here, the Yasuo, I proc his wind wall, but he does shield to keep me from cocooning him. I didn't know if he had vision on me or not, but I don't know if he heard the animation or what, but he was able to know. So now I had decided not to do my blue buff right away because I wanted to wait for my red buff to come back up. Yeah, so another thing too, if you press Q and your turret goes in the opposite direction of where you are, if you go into the spider form and then press Q, it'll make it jump right on top of you. So right now my red buff is about to come back up soon, but I see them all. I really want to gank this Yasuo, so I come back for him. Now my Jax wasn't in position, unfortunately, and I didn't know that he had a ward right there because I didn't have red. So he doesn't have vision right here, but he wasn't committing to any real fights. So I was hoping that he would have tried to go in on the Jax right there, but he didn't. And I'm pretty sure that the Yasuo knew he was getting baited. So right here we end up getting him because he ended up fighting us. Nah, he gets away from us actually. Yeah, so he gets away from us. So he evaded me, and I was a little disappointed by that. But, you know, there's not really too much I can do about that. So I end up leaving and to go try to finish my Landria's Torment. I got 2 kills right now, so I'm recovering pretty well after that whole fiasco mid lane. The Urgot does eventually go and kill my my mid laner. Now, he ended up leaving. He didn't decide to stay in the... he decided not to stay in my jungle this time around because I could have caught him out. So I just wanted to double check to make sure my red buff was safe, so I started to run over there towards that direction. And I get there, my red buff is still there, so I'm pretty happy. So I just decided to clear it as soon as possible. No point in letting him get my red buff again. So as you can see, the jungle creeps are taking all the aggro from the minion. When my creeps were dead though, I take the aggro that time around. But after the amount of damage that you put on him with the little spiderlings, it doesn't even matter after that point. So right here, my Xerath is, I don't know what he's doing against the LeBlanc, but I mean, he did kill her in a solo fight against each other, so I guess it's not that bad. So I thought my blue buff wasn't there at first, but it was there, so I clear it as quickly as possible. Now, my plan was to rotate around mid and try to get something going. So, because we had a ward over there and I saw the Urgot coming, but I also wanted the Rift Arrow, so I was trying to debate on which one. But because I saw the Urgot already there, I decided to counter gank him. So right here, right, I was waiting for the Urgot to come out and try to gank my Xerath, but he didn't move. So I was like, okay, why don't you go over there and bait him then? But he didn't, so he just went straight towards the turret, and as soon as he did, the Urgot came out. So I ghosted, I threw out the cocoon, and then I just killed him from there. Yeah, so we get the kill on him again. He was waiting for the perfect situation, but he didn't get it. So I think I end up rotating down bot because I see them fighting against each other, so I do make my rotation down bot. No, okay, no. So I just start the dragon actually. Yeah, so I start the dragon, and I was like, oh well, my team actually. What made me decide to do dragon over the other was because our team had them pushed up to their turret, so it wouldn't have been a good gank for me. So right here, they really can't do too much because we got 4 people down here. So I pick up the dragon without too much difficulty, and we almost get the kill on both of them. So they do end up having to leave. I do cast the cocoon, and we get the kill right there. Now I was able to repel at the last moment. Now right here, this is why I made a mistake. Right, I tried to kill the LeBlanc, but I got greedy basically. If I would have just left, that wouldn't have never happened. Like right here, the Urgot should have left, but instead he wanted to be greedy and overstay. But he does end up picking up the kill on that, and we also they get 2 kills off of that. And Urgot does pick up some stuff off this too. He does get the Lux too, I believe. He dashes and then catches her. Oh no, okay, so never mind. She was able to get away. I'm pretty sure it was because of her E to be able to put a shield on her so she can prevent herself from being able to get killed. So good stuff from my boy Pierce. So he's taking my Raptors right now. And they have a ward right there, so I don't know. So I just end up going to the Krubs. I went to go check to see if my Raptors were there, but obviously I see that they're not. So I just head over towards mid to defend because, you know, I can't just allow her to be able to push the turret in. So right here, right, she has the Urgot and she has the LeBlanc mid, so I'm not gonna go in on that by itself. But I don't know why, but my Xerath ended up fighting that by himself, and I was a little upset by that because it was like, you know, like why would you go in on that? Now I tried to catch the Urgot out of position, but I wasn't able to because he activated his shield thing. I haven't played Urgot, so I don't know which ability that is. I just know he gets his shield and he attacks from all directions. So I didn't want to run the risk of getting aggroed, so I just decided to be like, yeah, I'm just not going to I'm not going to fight him like that. My Zerab did get a little heated by that transaction because he felt like I left him behind, but he did go into a 2v1, so it was kind of like, do I go into this 2v1 and risk getting killed because I don't know? I mean, like, we wasn't in a good position, and I didn't want to be in a bad position. So I do end up picking up the Rift Herald right here. Well, at least I believe I do get this, but I stop so I can go top because I see that the Urgot is coming. So right here I end up trying to kill the Urgot. I kill him, and then I go towards the Yasuo right here. Right, he threw it. I come down on top of him, and then yeah. So yeah. Oh, does he get away from me? I think he does. Yeah, he does. So he gets away from me. The Yasuo is a little elusive. That passive of his to block damage is really annoying, actually. So I didn't get the double kill right there, and you know, it was a little disappointing because I felt like I should have got it, but I didn't. So nothing I could do about that. The Yasuo did stick around, but I wasn't trying to be greedy because I didn't know where the LeBlanc was, because at first she wasn't in her lane. So right now I'm finishing up an item. I believe I just finished my Landry's tournament. I just went into my Rally's Crystal Scepter, and I'm about to build my Cirque boots. So this game I rent burst Elise instead of more of a tanky burst Elise type of thing, because Landry's tournament with Rally's Crystal Scepter is insanely good for her. My Zerab did want this blue buff, but yeah, I felt like I needed it more. So yeah, the jungle privileges. So I ended up going towards my red buff to make sure it was still fine. But I do realize that the Rift Herald won't be around for 2 months longer, so I do want to make sure that I can grab this before there's any type of issue. So I go rotate my way down bot, and I do want to pick up the Rift Herald, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time to, because I have to go and counter gank the Urgot. So they do end up killing the Misfortune, so I was like, well, if they already killed one of them, that means that they're going to back off, so I can just go and just grab this red buff. Now, right here, I didn't know that the Zerap was going to rotate down bot, so I just decided to get off the red buff, kill the red buff, and then rotate over there. I knew that she was coming, so I just ended up killing her. I knew she was going to come, because if she saw her laner rotate down, she was going to come as well, so I just anticipated her, and my anticipation was correct. Now right here, I come and gank them as they was coming. So I catch the Urgot right here. Oh no, I catch the Misfortune, and I do get caught in the what's her name thing. So right here, I'm going for the Soraka. I get her right here, and then I get the Misfortune too. And then the Urgot comes back over here, and I kill him as well. So right here, he fights me, but I had the stun ready, and then I just finish him off. Now it was a close fight, but I do finish him off right there. So I do get to pick up the triple kill right there, which is really good for me. So right now I'm 5-2, which is really good. And then I rotate around to go pick up this Earth Drag. You know, they're gonna push in bot turret. So with me grabbing the Earth Dragon, it'll really make a huge difference for us. I didn't know that the Earth Drag though lowers your attack speed. So that's an interesting fact. The Earth Dragon does lower your attack speed by a certain degree. It's like maybe not nothing noticeable, but it does lower. So we pick up the bot turret. I pick up the Earth Drag, and unfortunately we do not get the Rift Herald this game. I really did want it, but I wasn't able to get it in time. So that was just one thing that I just wasn't able to get this time around. I end up going around just to go check and see what's still around and stuff like that, or whatever. I'm trying to make sure that I got the vision around. Now I do try to get the Rift Herald still within the last few seconds that it's around. So right here, I'm trying to rush and get it as soon as possible. I don't think I have the time though, because it's gone. The what you call it should pop up right now. Yeah. So I wasn't able to get it. I wanted it, but I wasn't able to get it. So I do see that the Yasuo is pressuring my Jack, so I do end up making my way up there. But he ended up leaving, so I just end up pushing his turret in because he already did a lot of damage on his turret. So it wouldn't make sense for me to just not push that in and you know, basically finish off that turret. So I'm shoving his wave, getting some CS up. At this time, I really don't know what my CS is looking like this time around. I think I got like 60 or 70, but I know I'm still a solid 5. I am 5 and 2 right now. So right here, Misfortune, she clears the top lane, but she does get into a really bad position right here. I'm unable to get close enough to her because, I mean, well, she can just run away from me. I don't have my tier 2 boots yet, so I do end up trying to come around on her because she didn't leave, she stayed. So I ghost after her, and because she was out of position, that heal, the flash, and everything else didn't matter. So I'm 6 and 2 now. The Yasuo right here, he fights me, and he does kill me because I just didn't stun him. If I would have stunned him, that would have been a little bit different, but because I didn't take advantage of my kit completely, I got killed because of that. Make sure that you try to use your entire kit. That includes like your spider form, your human form, because I just allowed him to just be able to do whatever he wanted right there and not fight. And I did not do my part as the Elise to, you know, basically CC him and make his life as miserable as possible. So right there, they pick up another kill on the Urgot. Urgot isn't having too good of a game right now. At first, he was having a really good one that could have been turned out to be very problematic for our team. But because you know, I punished him a lot early on with those 2 turret dives that he tried to do, we was able to come back and really make a big impact on this game so far. So I'm 6 and 3, and you know, I'm picking up my blue buff here. Now I could have grouped up with my team instead to try to push a lane, but I don't know. I just felt like I just always need to get my buffs. I'm sorry. It's probably one of my bad scrubby habits that I have, but I really just don't like not getting my buffs. So I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad per se. I just like really getting my buffs. So right here, as you can see, I missed a team fight because I did pick up my buffs over teaming up with my teammates, like I said before. So if I would have teamed up with them, we could have had a potential of winning that fight because most of the gold is in my character right now. So right here, they end up shoving down mid lane. Now I should have allowed them to just take the turret, but you know, I didn't like that idea. So I jump back on the Soraka and instantly, do I get her? No, I don't actually. She healed, and I knew she did. So she survived, unfortunately. So I didn't get either of them actually. I tried to get the Yasuo right here, but I just missed it. Too cool. And I tried to proc his windshield, but I couldn't get it. So I mean, it was just a lot of missed opportunities right there. I tried to catch him again. I did proc his spell shield that time, so now he's bleeding and he's vulnerable. But again, it's like I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get around him to be able to do some damage to him. My bolts to spider don't get meet his target before it explodes. So I didn't get any damage off on them right here. Now the Jack does catch the LeBlanc out of position right there. So the LeBlanc is also having a bad game this game as well. So there is just a lot of just a lot of bad things happening for people and stuff like that. I mean, it's unfortunate, but you know, that type of stuff happens. So what I try to do, I try to use my, especially when I got the blue buff, I try to use my volatile spider as a zoning tool. So I just bring it out and just hope to get something to go off right here. So I take the turrets right here. I take mid turret, and I rotate top lane to go try to get some turrets up there too. So yeah, the Yasuo does end up heading towards mid. So I was debating, should I go mid, should I go top, should I go mid, should I go top, and then I saw them killing them mid lane. So I just was like, okay, it makes more sense for me to just push top, which was a good call on my part because I was able to push in this turret without any interference, right? And because Jax just picked up our second Earth drag, this second tier turret didn't stand a chance against my pushing anymore. So yeah, I end up snatching up this turret without too much issue. And the Urgot does come to fight me, but like, again, he's having a really bad game. So I didn't understand what he was going for right here. And then he just ended up dying. Yeah, he was having a bad game, and I'm not. So he thought it was a good idea to fight me, I guess. I'm not sure. But the LeBlanc does try to come for me right here, and then I kill her again. And then I do catch, I think the Soraka tries me. I'm not sure, but I do base. No, they surrender. Okay, so, yes. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. But this is Zuki M1, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.